Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 90s. You hear that? That's the noise of a V8 beast. We're driving the E60 AMG, a very special car. A car that is very limited, 200 pieces. Normally, I would kind of take a position where I wanted to drive sporty or where I wanted to drive a little competitive. But here, the first thing, when seeing all of this beauty, the wood here, the wooden panels, the wooden steering wheel, just the touch of that leather, so soft, cushions behind it. You're a made guy, man, really. You have to drive yourself because you take care of business, but you're the made one. You are the one driving an E60. You had to call Mercedes and tell them, I want an E60 because it was highly limited. They would look up and then agree with you or not. So this is something very exclusive. Although it's a mid-class car, I really feel like I have something so valuable and special. I mean, it's insane. Everything feels like it is brand new. The car only has 50,000 kilometers on the clock, so it is basically brand new. But it's 26 years old. It's 26 years old. This is from 1997. But it feels so beautiful to drive, really. And it feels so powerful. And what I like also is I just take my hand here and I can shift through the 5-speed automatic. This is something that I've loved to see as a child. I mean, I could say, you know what? I could put the car into sport. It would shift down itself a little bit faster, or I could do it myself. So I shall do that. I'm going to put it in second gear. I'm going to launch it right now. It should do from 0 to 100 in 5 seconds. It's just a beautiful experience, man. And this is what people don't get when you see this car driving from the outside. It looks old. It's not that special. What is special about it? What is up with your car, guys? This is special, man. Yeah. Second gear goes to 120 kph. I didn't try that one, if the police is watching, but it would go to 120 kph. This is so wonderful. It's not a sporty drive, okay? It's very comfortable. But look at that now. It costs you 60,000 Swiss francs, okay? So it's expensive, it's valuable, it is something that you're going to collect. An E55 has slightly less horsepower, but you can buy an E55 for around 6, 7 to maybe 10, 12,000, depending on how it's maintained. And you're getting a similar car, slightly less horsepower, but I mean, you're getting this experience. And everybody will think you're stupid buying a V8 from the 90s, but you will have the most joyful drive ever. I feel so special sitting in this car. I feel so brilliant. It is magnificent. I can tell you different, really. I love sports cars, but I love when a car has elegance also. So either it's fully sporty or fully elegant, and this was Mercedes back then. It wasn't the sportiest, but goddamn, when you step on the motherfucking throttle, you feel like your internals are coming out, man. Really, 580 Newton meters, 6-liter V8. Wow, this is so fast. This is such a fast car. Oversteer. Shifts down, revs up to 6,500 RPMs, man. Oh, how can you dislike something like that? How can you take that away from the people? And then when you want it to be silent, just put it in V, ASR on, and you just cruise along. Let me tell you this. Normally you would have a cushion here and you would drive. But this, I just noticed, it feels so nice just to sit like this. This is the Mercedes Benz old school V210 driver's position. They sold 1.3 million cars. 1.3 million of the V210. It was an absolute success. Just put it in first gear. Look at that. First gear. Goes to 80. I got it into the rev limiter. How does it handle? Well, like you would expect a Mercedes to handle. A real Mercedes, a made guy's Mercedes. It's comfortable. All the chicks feel great sitting in this car. That's how it feels. It's not a race car, of course, but who the fuck cares? I mean, this is brilliant. I feel so special sitting in this car. Wood everywhere. 6-liter V8 in front. As soon as you press the throttle, it shifts down pretty slowly. It's an, of course, it's an automatic, but it feels so nice. I was very happy today to find out that we could actually film such a mafia looking car like this 1997 E60 AMG. And this was a car you actually had to ask Mercedes to sell you. You had to call them and tell them you wanted one. There's only 200 pieces ever made, and it was an absolute success. AMG Japan sold this car to the customer, and it was said that the Emperor of Japan had one of these, so it is a very exclusive car. The V210 had 30 technical innovations on the V124, such as park distance control, new brake system, rain detectors, front and back operating windows electronically, and a belt force limiter, for example, in the interior. And also the car was much safer. It won 70 prizes regarding safety, efficiency and design. This one was the successor to the V124, which was already a very successful car. This one over-trumped it because in its life of 7 years, 1.3 million of those pieces were sold. And I mean, they're still 30 years into making, they're still beautiful and cars that are not breaking down. So it's the M119 engine. This one came originally from the E55, which was a 5-liter engine, but they bored it to 6 liters. So now we have a 6-liter M119 engine, 383 horsepower and 580 newton meters of torque, accelerating the car from 0 to 100 in 5.1 seconds, tops out at 250 kph, electronically limited. Coefficient drag, whole car, of 0.27. That's brilliant. Let's look at the interior. Welcome to the inside of this 1997 E60 AMG, which is 26 years old. And I mean, look at that thing. It's such a beautiful condition, and we have very beautiful, luxurious materials. So we have wood in the middle, a wooden gear knob, gold on top, which says E60, green here, green wood, actually very beautifully made, leather seats combined with this Alcantara, electronical seats, even the headrest is electronical. You can open the panoramic roof and close it. It is beautiful. Climate control, everything is so analog and so beautifully made, but it's still intact. Isn't that crazy? And we even have heated seats in front and the back, so you can heat your back seats. I mean, this is brilliant. And let's start it up. That's what you want to hear when starting up an old car. That is going to be an unbelievable collection of German car manufacturing. I love it. Remo Auto, thank you very much. We just reached 105,000 subscribers on Instagram. Isn't that crazy, guys? It feels surreal. It's insane. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much. See you on the next one. But before that, listen to that.